When you're falling, I'll be there above all.
Stuff.
Nice. Does it taste like snakes?
It tastes like liver failure.
Yeah,
I'm not exactly a connoisseur of alcohol, but it was very harsh to me.
I thought you
Yeah,
were
I
saying
was
not a
gonna
connoisseur
say-
of snakes.
You're basically drinking pickled snake.
And some other herbs and stuff too. That's what makes it a yellowish color instead of white.
And 11 other herbs and spices.
All right.
I think your liver
Okay.
will cry.
So yeah, so I've got like a golden
Whoa.
dragon here. And I'm enjoying it, and I'll even order a second one. I'll go. You want one, Scrap?
No. I'm fine. Here, I'm going to go ahead and put myself up where I can keep an eye on you. If you have trouble, just bang your hand on the bar twice like you're laughing.
I'll make like a whole bunch of noise. You'll know.
Or you just light on fire. I'm pretty sure that'll do the same thing.
That's the universal symbol for "Oh God help me."
Either way, I really shouldn't. I stand out pretty good. So I'm gonna go find a nice isolated spot.
I'll do double the standing out for us.
Yeah, and as Scrap is walking around, one guy's actually gonna he's obviously intoxicated. He's gonna stumble up to you. He's gonna point at your arms and he's gonna start yammering at you. But his speech is so slurred, even if you could speak Mandarin, you don't think you'd be able to tell what he's actually saying. He seems really impressed with your arms, though.
I've talked to drunks before. They have nothing good to say. I'm just gonna keep walking. Let him wake up the next morning and go, wait, did that really happen? No one's gonna believe this guy at work tomorrow.
All right. So, also, everybody who's inside the bar, not the bar, who's inside the nightclub, make a perception check.
Motherfucker.
Rolls a 20, angry.
Well, I mean, we need to have 15 points in something and you get a 20. It's kind of
I forgot to add 4 to that.
It's not.
My perception goes up when I'm a mouse.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there. I'm holding a mouse. Oh god, this is the best.
So, everybody except Firebrand can see that really everywhere in this club, things being kind of passed surreptitiously between the people, like little baggies, little packs of pills and liquids, just being passed below the waist, along with little bundles of cash.
Yeah, that's traditional club fare.
Yeah, but it's a bit more intense here.
That's just a Saturday night at the Limelight.
Man, I don't know. I went to a rave up here in Seattle a few years back, and I stepped out of the giant crowd by the DJ for 5 minutes. And in that 5-minute time span, I had 3 people ask me if I was dealing.
Wow.
There was a nightclub in New York City called the Limelight where there were legit rooms where you can go in the back and do drugs.
Nice. Okay, so
oh, sorry. Yeah. Continue on.
And in the hive, you have the central area with the whole big pillar of fish, but then also around the sides, it goes rising up in rings around to the pinnacle, where they have the people actually cooking the fish that is sent down.
Oh, that's cool.
So I assume if you want to take a look at the situation, Scrap, you go up to maybe the second or third ring.
Yeah, if everyone's on the main floor, I kind of just start walking around less walked places.
Mm-hmm. And of course, the rings are a bit there isn't a dance floor on any of the rings as opposed to the ground floor. So it's of course much quieter. There's more people sitting around eating, talking amongst each other, doing drug deals, that kind of thing.
Yeah, of course. Just slide that in.
Yeah. Now there's one guy getting quietly garroted in the corner. It's all good.
I mean, I'm not gonna stop it. I don't know what's going on. That guy could be a dirtbag. And I don't speak Cantonese or Mandarin.
All right, so
we've never seen such a vile den of villainy.
I mean, I'm gonna let Firebrand know. Just I think I see a guy getting choked out of here.
I don't know. Punch him.
Is that allowed? I thought we were supposed
No,
to keep.
I don't know.
You're drunk.
Are we supposed to be a little bit inconspicuous right now?
Yeah, a little bit.
The opposite, because I'm trying to get someone's attention so I can talk to them.
But do you want me to be the one that gets the attention?
No, because I need to do some polite attention, which is why I'll probably start pestering the barkeeper next.
Scrap kind of looks so like the man getting garroted. Is it bad? Like
Probably.
like is it barbed wire? Is it piano wire? Is it just a piece of rope?
Those are hilarious.
It looks like some sort of fiber wire, and he's like turning blue.
You know, it'll take 5 seconds. I set down the mouse, and then are they in a corner or what's the deal?
They're like a bit secluded, but there are definitely people within earshot that aren't doing anything.
Well, okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Are they at least 60 feet away?
Yeah.
I want to appear right next to both of them with all 4 arms out and just looking like, trigger the reptile brain for a second, make him scared and run.
Make an intimidation.
Fuck.
With a probably +3 because teleport and you look like a freak.
Ouch, man.
It's true.
All right, this +3. Yes, that's exactly what I expected.
Holy shit, Jay. Would you like to hero point that or not bother?
No, this is actually perfect.
Your voice cracks as you walk up to them.
No, I teleport to them. Do they stop?
So the guy who's choking. Oh shit! Oh no! So the choker just kind of looks at you. He looks at you puzzled. The chokee actually lets out a gasping, like wheezing laugh, and then he goes unconscious.
I punched the other guy. I can't have both these guys here seeing this.
There are also 2 other people at the table, by the way.
Oh wait, they're choking him at a table?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like in his fucking corner.
No, like he was sitting at a table with 2 other dudes, and this guy came up behind and was choking him against the chair.
And the other 2 dudes are just staring at before I got there.
They're watching it happen.
And the guy just
Probably the ones that ordered it.
Yeah, like so actually pretty much what happens, he goes unconscious, and this guy's gonna shove. He's just gonna like push his head forward into his plate of food, which is like some sort of seafood noodle dish. And he's gonna look at you because you're so lacking intimidation. He's gonna push him forward. And he's gonna say kind of broken English because he assumes you're a foreigner. He's like, "What do you want?"
Scrap just looks over and it was like, "Fuck if I know." And then he just appears. I want him just to vanish again, just somewhere deep into like not a crowd, but like around a corner or something. Because that's just straight up embarrassing.
That was embarrassing.
But it's okay. As soon as I show up on the news, like snapping someone in half, I'm sure it'll be okay.
Yeah, like I'll be like, "Holy shit!"
Wait, is that the kid from? Oh
shit.
Jesus!
Pardon?
What?
My headphones disconnect. Do you see something?
No, we're good.
Okay.
But fine. I'll keep an eye on things though, not them. I don't care about them anymore. Those guys can all just rot in hell.
Okay. So what's going on? We have Firebrand. We have Firebrand, Scrap, Liberty, and Axiom all in this building. What do?
Well, I think.
Well, I'm just a wallflower, so I'm just posted up at some wall and scanning the club. I'm assuming there's some guy sitting on a VIP table, obviously in charge.
There is let's say a VIP ring that does have like a little kind of box seat that you can see several people milling around in.
All right, I investigate further.
All right, so as you climb the stair, like I assume you're like getting closer, right?
Yep. I just see if I can like casually work my way closer to that area and get a vantage point where I could see what's going on.
Yeah. So there's stairs going up most of the rings, except for the VIP ring, where with a bit of further inspection, you can see that there's a small personal elevator that takes you up to that floor.
And can I get close enough to see who's in the box seat?
You can. There's a guy smoking a cigar and inspecting a bottle of wine. Let me get his picture. Da-da-da. There we are. He's surrounded by a horde of what it seems like attendants, a couple of guards, and a large amount of women waiting on his, like, what looks like a throne, to be honest. This guy obviously is someone of great and inflated self-worth. So that's what you can see.
Oh wait, I go on the I quickly get on the intercom and I go, "Hey, Karate Kid, what's the name of the guy we're looking for, and what does he look like?"
I provide said information.
Make a fairly easy intelligence check to recall, because that shit was boring. It didn't even involve attacking a dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Oh fuck! So you don't care. It's their job, obviously.
Exactly. What,
So-
you weren't taking notes?
And does Axiom remember?
Axia, like, okay, it's like taking. Wait, shit. I want to see if I can do something clever.
Well, you. Okay,
No, I can't.
this is over the communicator, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Firebrand on the horn and go, "Can't we just call the director and ask again?"
That, like, imagine if you sent people off. It's like, yeah, there's this criminal guy who.
Well, listen, if he calls him like, well, actually, I don't. Who are we looking for again? Then I'm pretty sure we'll get some leeway on it. You just gotta really crank up the drunk talk.
That's
I guess the
even
important
worse.
thing is this guy was the boss of the hive.
Well, I mean, he
Right.
should have seen in the personnel profiles that this is a useless debaucherer.
I mean, there are other ways to figure out this guy's name, at least.
We
You
could
are
just
at
his club.
I know. Okay, the only person who speaks fucking Mandarin or Cantonese. Oh no, Liberty does. But Liberty's a mouse.
Yeah, I'm literally just sitting here watching you guys get in trouble, just waiting to start talking.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say for the point of adding to embarrassment, you would have seen what happened with Scrap teleporting around up there and then just like teleporting away.
Scrap may or may not hear giggles. Wait, no, he doesn't have a
alright.
communicator.
All right. In the next meeting, action item is we all have to read the goddamn debriefing file, okay? But I think I found the man. I think I found our Shao Kahn. He's sitting up there in the VIP booth box.
Simple enough. All I have to do is talk my way up to meeting him then.
Just get her. Oh, actually, I don't have a fucking communicator, so I'm just like I can yell over the din, but that's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I will keep an eye because I know exactly. I have a really pretty good idea of what Firebrand's gonna pull off in the next 5 minutes. So I'm gonna be at a distance from the table. I'm gonna make my way towards it, but I'm gonna see myself at a distance. Like kind of put myself over a railing. Just I'm a club goer. I'm here to do club things. Don't look at me.
All right.
Alright.
Get in that sweaty mosh pit in the middle. Yeah.
I think I would kill someone.
Yeah.
Not a party till someone dies.
Yeah. All right. So what's the game plan? Where are these pieces moving?
I'm maintaining my vantage point. I'm gonna watch Firebrand do his thing. I'm assuming Scrap is also taking a vantage point. And Liberty, I guess either you can snap back to normal shape or stay as a mouse and get even closer.
Hell, you could be a literal fly on the wall.
Could actually just scurry up there if you wanted.
Or he.
Let's see. So I have this bartender here, and I've been doing the thing that I like to do, which is talking my way into getting a meeting. Because as I've demonstrated, I am very rich, and I'm interested in buying something very expensive that I believe your boss can help me get.
It's like, oh, something very expensive, and he's going to like kind of subtly run his finger under his nose. Or something more exotic, perhaps.
Oh, very. One of a kind, even.
Ah, well. I'll see what I can say to him. And who, pray tell, should I be saying this request is from?
Tell him it's Benjamin C's, multimillionaire.
Benjamin C's. I've heard about you on the news. Aren't you from Mega City 4?
Oh, you've heard about my clothing line, have you?
A little.
And my construction company.
Some very charitable work you're doing, Mr. C's.
Ah, thank you, thank you.
And he's gonna turn back around. He's gonna pick up a phone, and you can see up on the and anyone's watching the box can see this guy reach into his pocket, pull out a phone, kind of like scowling. He's gonna kind of listen for a couple seconds, and he's gonna like look down at the bartender, and he's gonna like do a gesture, and he's gonna say, "All right, you should be good to go up."
Excellent. I'll take one of these for the road and pick up another gold dragon and dance my way on up.
It's like pick up another gold dragon, slap another $300 down the table.
An extra, 300 for you to take home too.
Nice.
I'm sure you can go to the bank and actually turn this into usable currency later.
There's 300 for your trouble. It's like, oh, thank you, sir. 300 pesos.
Alright. So VIP invitation.
Okay, so you go up to the elevator, and the meaty guard there just steps aside, gestures you to get in.
Thank you.
It's not like a 10-second ride up to the VIP level, and the doors are going to slide open. And this area is just full of people. They're like pillows and everything, and long couches scattered throughout all this area. And you can see people that are just completely out of it. They're obviously all high in some capacity.
Yeah, they're like
Just,
verging overdose, I'm sure.
yeah, they're just splayed over everything. Except for, of course, the fellow and his entourage.
Who we don't know the name of.
Yes.
That's okay. He'll
I was
introduce
hurt.
himself.
I'm sorry.
So,
Yeah.
I'm definitely approaching the, approaching him.
Yeah, so
Approaching the
he's gonna see you coming. He's gonna kind of stand up. He's gonna stand up from his chair. He's gonna kind of like passingly tip up one of his escort's chins as he goes by. He's gonna say, "Ah, you must be Mr. C's. A
Pleasure
pleasure."
to meet you.
Yes.
I'll reach out a hand to shake, as always.
He's gonna shake. His hand feels cold. Could be from the wine he was holding. Could be just because he's doesn't go outside very often.
He's in the shady corner at the top level of an inside building in the middle of the night. Yeah, he's a little cold.
Yeah. And he'd be like, "I'm told you're interested in making a couple of purchases."
One in particular, one that I've heard you actually happen to have.
I have many things.
Well, are you aware of a locked archive?
Locked archive.
You've heard of it.
Like it's like locked archive. He's gonna kind of snap his fingers a couple times, and one of one of his attendants is gonna come by. He's gonna start pouring some wine. And as he's thinking, like one of the attendants just like pushes a glass of wine into your hand.
Oh, thank you.
He himself is going to take a sip. Are you talking about the archives in the Gray City?
Those would be the ones.
Yes, I had a couple of divers retrieved some information regarding to that. It's access codes, I believe. We scorched the rest. It's quite valuable information. He's gonna kind of incline his head towards you. But I'm told you're a man of great means.
Oh, you flatter me, really. Oh, I'm just a simple French millionaire.
Well, it's good seeing you are a millionaire. Because will not come cheap. And I'm sure you're aware, information like this is invaluable. Now,
Why is it so valuable, actually? I have my own reasons for wanting it.
well, of course, you know, every megacity has its secrets. Things that were added beyond the city plans, government installations, secret underground vaults, laboratories. Now, most official records contain nothing of any mention, but these hidden archives contain all sorts of fascinating information of the inner workings of the city.
So a lot of hidden treasure just lying around for the taking.
Well,
I wonder you haven't taken it yourself already.
Well, I must admit I've been sampling it from time to time. Of course, this would only give you access. I would retain a copy for myself.
Of course, of course. I don't mean to deprive you of any filthy lucre or anything.
Yes. And what area? Actually, no, you need access to the archives. Sounds foolish of me. Well, this information I can give you that will unlock the archives. There should be copies of all the information you need in there. But
I whisper in the intercom and I go, perhaps it would be cheaper to see if he knows where Arsenal is.
I make a mental note of it.
yeah. Now, time to talk prices. You are seeking he is seeking information regarding access to the Hall of Archives, and you can see this guy in the back who's going to start furiously typing on a laptop as he's speaking. He's a foreigner. He has no prior connections to our group, etc., etc. He's just going to start just typing this fucking shit out of whatever like spreadsheet he's on. Now, what does that bring us? And the guy's going to say, comes out to 3.2 million US dollars. He's going to turn to you. 3.2 million US dollars.
3.2. Is that how you say that in Chinese? Oh, that's very interesting.
Yes, I mean, you are speaking Mandarin.
All right.
He looks a bit confused.
I also,
just teasing everyone.
I also
was today with this power.
I'm whispering into the intercom, make it appear in my possession, and I'll just fly up and hand it over. It'll look way cooler. It'll look way cooler.
Appearances are important.
Yeah, like, the magic so far hasn't been super obvious, but if you just start fucking flying around, there's gonna be
If
some
I fly-
shit that's gonna happen.
If I just fly up to the VIP box for $3.2 million after he's like, yeah, done, okay.
What, do you have 3.2 yourself?
No, but I'm sure you can magically conjure up $3.2 million.
In his own hands.
Yeah.
You can't make it appear in my hands?
Yeah, I haven't actually thought about him counterfeiting currency for a while.
Counterfeiting hard currency is very difficult.
Right, it's probably only gotten more
Right.
difficult.
Yeah.
I also have magical construct 7. Does that give me any ability to conjure up 3.2 million?
Communicator.
Yours doesn't have, like, subtle or anything, though, does it?
1 second.
Subtle. It probably need, like, subtle, precise, and insidious.
And permanent.
And permanent to count as a to be able to make an accurate fortune. Even then, you need to study the money for a long time to get everything right.
Well, I have continuous, innate, precise, and subtle.
No, unfortunately. That wouldn't be enough to make a convincing fake currency.
Right. I guess more
That
to the
would be-
question, my wealth attribute would cover the cost.
Your
correct?
wealth attribute would cover the cost. You probably take a hit to your living expenses for a little while, but that's about it.
Yeah. Considering I
Yeah, have
basically
living
just
expenses.
generate all my own coffee, it's like, okay. But yes, I will actually go ahead and pull out my checkbook of all things and start writing down for this amount. I'll
Okay.
go. There's
It's actually leading. Put it to Tai Long. It's a more legitimate company of mine. We'll send a couple of empty crates to your residence.
excellent. I'll tell them to throw them out when they get here. But but this will be a pleasure doing business. There's no price I wouldn't pay for this particular bit of information right now.
Very good, very good. And he's going to take the check when you give it to him.
So I'm just
And-
cringing. It's like, don't say that until after he gives it.
Yeah. But I'm just throwing
Price
up the
just went
I'm
up.
here for Arsenal sign.
Just quiet. You're a mouse. Squeak angrily.
I
Squeak
gave him Mega
angrily.
said he won, and all I got was Arsenal.
Okay.
So
Angry and
Squeaking in disgust.
yeah, he's gonna pass it off to his laptop guy, who's gonna run it through a little scanner that he's got plugged in, and he's gonna pause for a couple seconds. And he's gonna give him the thumbs up. He's like, "All right, please follow me," and he's going to start leading you into a back room.
All right, I
I
fly
will,
up.
of course,
Uh-oh.
tap my communicator, which is just like general signal.
All right, I immediately fly up and stand behind Firebrand.
I mean, I'm not moving. Like the last thing we need is to make a scene.
Are you actually gonna fly up there?
Are
Yeah.
you flying with normal flight
I
or
will-
your insubstantial flight?
I will, having informed my team, inform the Tiling here, and his team, that I need to move very quickly on this, and they will be coming with me.
I'm afraid we can't let anybody into the VIP room. I'm sure you'll understand if they can guard the door outside if that would make you more comfortable.
Whatever is most expedient. I need to move quickly.
Yes, this VIP room is very secure. I wouldn't recommend your friends trying to breach this without proper precautions and approval.
I
Which
don't- I
begs the
don't.
question: are you still gonna fly up there?
But wait, you can fly up there, but are you using your insubstantial flight or your actual flight?
My actual flight is insubstantial. I basically just turn into something insubstantial and just fly up and rematerialize.
Oh, I thought it was an array. Like you need to do fly at a smaller speed. But
Yeah,
you-
basically,
that-
it was from like a larger power. We're just like, well, why not?
It's insubstantial, but is it invisible as well?
No.
One second.
No. I'll remove
I would imagine that I would turn into like a ghost-like figure and just fly up to wherever I need to go.
So you do that?
Sure, why not? You told me I can't go in the room, but I can stand in front of the door, so I'm going to keep
This
guard
is
at the
my-
door.
Yeah,
This
but
is
like
my
the thing,
little
it's the
master.
door to the VIP level. Like
All right, whatever. I just stay where I am.
yeah, because like the thing, like what I was imagining was they're like talking about at the VIP level. It's like, all right, let me lead you to the back room, and then this dude comes out of the floor. It's like, oh shit!
The
You can
ghost
imagine.
savior.
You can imagine the
Yeah, that's
alarm.
fine. Yeah, I got it. That's okay. I'll just stay in the wall.
Stand in the wall.
Is there any way? Because they're opening a door to the VIP room, right?
Yeah, well, they're being led to a back room right now. The VIP room is the VIP level. So I should differentiate the VIP level and the back room. They're going into a back room on the VIP level. The VIP level of which is accessible by a elevator or through open air to the, well, if you can fly, through open air to the like central atrium.
But I can see where they're going back
Yes.
from my
Right,
Okay,
and they
got
are
it.
invited to stand by the VIP door here.
Well, I don't know if I want to be the one
Correct?
to show up.
That's okay. You can stay hiding, but Axiom wants to be closer, and that's fine.
Yeah. So up on the roof, up on the roof,
Mm-hmm.
Daishi is going to looking over across the skylight. You can see there's a form there. Somebody else is on the roof. They're dressed in all black and they have a long rifle pointing down to the skylight. They're gonna lock eyes with you and they're just gonna like raise their eyebrows at you, kind of like, you're here for an assassination too, I see.
I do just a slight push off, which means I end up floating about 20 feet over and land over there.
Oh god, he is
Who
just
are you
crouching tiger
after?
dragon.
Wow.
But I ask, who are you after?
Well, I'm not one to kiss and tell, but he's gonna point down. He's gonna point down onto the third level, and it's like, there's a man there who owes my employer a hell of a lot of money, and he's not exactly planning on paying it back. You know, those shipments don't come free, and he's had plenty of warning.
So I look down at the person. It's not the Americans, and or not the Americans. The other group, and it's not the crime lord that they're there to meet.
No, it appears to be a very rotund looking man. It looks like he might be Korean.
All right. I look down there for a second. Kind of take a second to study it, and just kind of look up and nod. You're not interfering with our business. And I go back to my side.
Hey man, no beef, no beef.
Exactly. Right. He's not interfering with me. I'm not interfering with him.
Yeah, and like as you jump over, like there's gonna be a loud bassy sound, and you're gonna see like a slight flash. He's got a suppressor on. There's a slight flash, and then you can see down below the guy kind of jerks.
Yep.
And then two other attendants like swoop by. It's like, so and so is feeling ill, as he's like slumped over, and you're dragging him out. All right. So in the back room, he's going to lead you through a couple somewhat more sterile rooms until he comes to a steel drum. He's going to rap on the drum a couple of times. Actually, I'm going to change the sound for a second because you're in the back. This shit's about to get weird. He's going to knock on the drum a couple times, and from inside you get, what is it now? What do you want? And he's like, I need the codes to, and he's gonna list off a rattle of numbers. He's like, and I need it now, not tomorrow, not in an hour. He's like, just leave me alone. And it's like he's gonna kind of bang on it a couple more times. It's like, you don't get paid to be left alone. Come out here. And the top of this drum is gonna open up, and this guy is gonna kind of poke his head out. He has a disgustingly swollen head. It's all big and veiny and gross looking. And it looks like he was in some sort of vat, some little nutrient vat. And he's gonna kind of cough out a little bit of liquid. And he's gonna look at you and it's like, Guaylo, huh? Dealing with a lot of those now, huh? And he's like, just shut up and give me the codes. And he's gonna kind of swivel his giant head towards him, and he's like, all right. And his eyes are gonna roll back into his head, and he's gonna start reciting this extremely long string of numbers as your guy holds up a audio recorder. And then his eyes are gonna roll back forward, and he's like, happy? I thought you said I was done for today. And it's like, you're done now. Go back to sleep. And he's gonna kind of like shove the drum back on top. And he's gonna be like, sorry about that. My associates aren't exactly cooperative past their normal working hours.
Seems
he's
like
talking
he's in
like
a bit
this
of an unfortunate situation.
Yeah, he's talking about like this like it's completely normal.
Right.
And he's like, well, here you are. And he's gonna hand you the audio recorder.
It's a pleasure doing business for you.
Yes, quite. I'll be enjoying that money, and I'm sure you'll be enjoying your information. Tell you what, you can have another red dragon on the house.
Oh, wonderful. I'll be sure to tell someone that you were very instrumental in helping them out.
Don't say too much.
Alright. So, pleasant business exchange. They didn't try to assassinate us in the back room. Everything's good. Hey, worked out.
I mean, they'd
And
be
I
in
have
for a
an
surprise
audio
if you
recording,
died.
so I don't have to remember stuff.
I wish we could say that about every day.
Well, one guy did die, some random Korean guy.
Oh yes, the rest of the team
Two
is just
people
like,
died.
people dying.
Two people died.
Oh shit,
Listen.
you're right, the guy who got pushed into his noodles.
And if it makes you feel any better, I probably couldn't hear the silenced bullets.
Oh
I
yeah,
just thought
no.
I just thought the guy passed out. Oh, especially over the din of a club.
Yeah, it looked like the guy like passed out, maybe had a heart attack. You don't know. He was fairly
fat.
big. Yeah, he's a fat man. So he could have had a heart attack. He could have had a medical emergency. It doesn't look like he just like his head didn't explode or some shit. It just looked like he kind of jerked a little bit.
Yeah, he got too square in the chest and dropped.
Yep.
And embarrassment will keep you from doing a lot of things. Especially when
Okay.
you don't speak the fucking language. All right.
So
Well, I
Alright.
mean, I'm waiting for everyone to get out of the room.
Yeah, stepping out of the room, going down the elevator, tapping everyone, mission accomplished.
all right.
Scrap will
So-
head to a far wall and just appear on the other side. He can
And
remember what it looked like on the sidewalk.
And as you guys are leaving, there's actually going to be an announcement, and he's going to say, "Well, looks like we have a new house event. Our generous donor, Mr. Benjamin C's," he's going to point down at you, and a little spotlight's going to come down, "has recently made quite a kind donation to the Hive. Everyone gets a free drink." And everyone kind of cheers, and he's going to lean in hard. He's like, "With equitable purchase." And then everyone's going to kind of groan a little bit. And then-
Firebrand, of course, lives for the limelight and is going to tell them all to party up as hard as possible for
It's
him.
like, yeah! And then people are going to start jamming. And then, yeah, and he's just going to kind of like nod at Firebrand as he goes.
Alright. Well, everyone there likes me now.
Yep.
You got the rest of China to go.
Now all
we
of
know
China
how-
knows you pay for beer.
All of China knows you're here. But, now we know how, Firebrand continually makes more and more connections, dropping money everywhere.
That's how you do it in real life.
Yes, it is.
What do you mean you want me to vote for you? I was like, here you go. Here's $10,000. Oh well, after careful deliberation with my advisors, Benjamin Franklin and Andrew Jackson, we have decided to never.
Did this just get political, John?
I mean, no, I'm just saying that Andrew Jackson and Benjamin Franklin are on bills here.
Ah, I see. I see.
That's what the
Alright.
rest. No, I won't go into this. We gotta get this done.
But yeah,
Okay.
once we, head outside, I will go ahead and look to the zoo and go, well, I have the code. Now the only question is, where it is. You know that, right?
Roughly.
Roughly.
We can find it. I wasn't one for studying at the archives, but I have an idea of where it's at.
Good. Well, lives are still on the line.
The lives are always on the line. Lives are cheap.
There's no reason not to care. Drinks are cheap too, but I like them as well.
Shall we then?
And I will go ahead and hand you a golden dragon.
Ooh, ah!
Let's go.
I assume you don't have any points in wealth, right?
Me? No.
This drink's worth as much as your house.
But I don't do alcohol, so I just pour it out into the gutter and
Ah! No, like one guy actually on the street actually points and screams. Ah!
I think you killed him.
He just fucking dies of a heart attack in the middle of the
Collapse.
street.
Faints.
I don't pollute my body with such poisons. Let's go. And then
Scrap walks by and
take
looks-
off.
He goes, "I
Axiom,
like
you're
him."
the only one left I have for a drinking buddy now. You're gonna have to take up double duty. Triple duty even.
Double duty.
When when I take one shot, you take two. That's how this works going forward.
Also, Firebrand, make a fortitude check for me, please.
Okay.
Oh god, he's driving.
Oh no!
When you put it like that, you make it sound bad.
Oh wow.
All
Jesus.
right, you're feeling a bit buzzed, but you can handle your liquor.
That's a hell of a
I
roll.
ordered a whole bunch of very expensive watered down drinks. I wasn't binging here.
The gold leaf just really absorbed the alcohol from the show.
Okay.
Well, it's flying. I guess this pigeon's a little dipping a bit every once in a while, veering
I don't
left and
transform
right.
into a pigeon when I'm trying to have hands to hold you.
We
Yeah,
have claws.
and by now the sun's starting to rise. You're in there quite late.
Oh yeah,
Got it.
like 8-hour trip all the way over. Came here almost in the middle of the night.
We time traveled for really because we went forward in time.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I don't sleep. I'd be really tired right now.
But people
But
who
we have
do need
work
to
to
sleep
do.
it is sleep time.
Wait, say again. You
Nope,
kind of
wide awake, saving Arsenal, going forward.
I also don't sleep.
All right, let me rephrase the question. Who needs to sleep?
I
Everyone but those
need
two.
to.
I probably do.
Yeah.
I mean, Benumzis may be a demi half god, but he's not a freak. That's the other.
Wait.
That's me and Liberty.
Wait, is a demi half god a quarter god?
On his mother's side.
Ah, I see. Yeah. So
What could we call that? A mini deity?
Simi demigod.
I gotta find another word for deity. Keep going.
Is that a Moana reference?
Yep.
I haven't even seen Moana.
It's very, very good, actually.
Okay. Just for that, the session's over.
Oh, well, fine. So we're on our way to the archives.
Unless you guys decide you need to need to sleep, because I'm assuming, having known that this was coming, I slept earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, had a power nap or something.
3-4 hours kind of thing.
Super kung fu nap.
Nap's extremely hard.
Meditates like a boss.
But yeah, everybody gets a PowerPoint as you go back through the city, codes in hand and a destination in mind.
And a need to write down these things on a piece of paper.
Yes. By the way, the guy's name was Danny King Lao.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, Danny King.
All I could think about was Kung Lao, and I'm like, that's wrong. That's
I remembered it
It's
was
close.
unusual that he had a Western surname
Mm-hmm.
or Western first name.
Yeah. He's obviously spent a lot of time amongst Guayos.
It could also be an assumed name.
Yes, it could be.
Oh, here's what I was talking about previously. Also, this relates perfectly to how Firebrand actually got in the damn club.
Oh, jeez, the mask.
It's uncanny, actually. If you didn't have the car, if you had the car with the crazy horn and limo, this would have been like on point.
I honestly probably should have done that.
Well, then we have to rent a limo, and those go slower than your fucking supersonic speed.
I am my own limo.
Nice.
Alright, well, at least we're set up to slowly rescue Arsenal now. I figure the only reason we're not rushing in is because of assumed danger. If we do not have, like, the information from the archive here.
Well, I mean, I think this is just more of a you do us a favor, we help you out kind of deal. So they need that thing. We're going to use that thing to get the thing. Because I'm pretty
Right,
sure
I figured
all the
that was
stuff-
probably also part of the deal here, so...
all the stuff in the archive will not be. There won't be stuff in the archive of like where this crazy foreigner is being held by this crazy corporation. It's just kind of like, here's a bunch of information. Here you go. Okay, here's the information you wanted. Thank you. High five. And then we go on.
But yeah, if he wasn't actually willing to part with it, I imagine Firebrand would probably start showing off like more angry characteristics at this point. As his goal is to rescue Arsenal, and nothing will stop him.
Oof.
But if he could just throw a checkbook at it, I mean, he's gonna keep doing that.
You fools! We will never release Arsenal. It's like, how much do you want? Have a checkbook right here.
I got a checkbook with a lot of zeros I could write on it.
I do find it funny that it's one of my most consistent superpowers now.
Being
Right.
rich.
Wealth is an incredible superhero. You're like, what? You're just gonna buy your way from me? Yes, yes, I will. Here's $100. That can make anyone go away.
I was honestly thinking of throwing a whole bunch of money to the kids on the pier who were doing that ritual, but they all ran away. So
You know what's funny? I saw a clip of something where they were asking a bunch of comic book people. It's like, you are now a supervillain. How would you defeat your favorite superhero? What would you be? What kind of supervillain would you be to defeat your favorite superhero? And the guy says, well, my favorite guy is Batman, so I would be an evil multi-billionaire and actually outspin Batman.
I would buy Wayne Enterprises.
You know, that's
God,
the
can you
plot of
imagine
one of the
that?
movies, right?
Yeah, that was the
definitely.
plot. That was the plot of the last one. Talia al Ghul bought out Wayne Enterprises.
I thought it was like some sort of weird stock market crash thing that like specifically only affects him, and then no one goes, well, that's not suspicious.
It's not a very well written movie, no.
It's not terribly well written, yes. Q also outrunning nuclear explosion, but that's a different issue.
Batman.
That's physics,
Okay.
not finance.
You're obviously not Batman.
Well, the thing is, he uses money to buy a jet that's fast enough to outrun nuclear explosions. But fuck everyone else who can use that technology. Batman.
Just Batman. But anyway, yep. Pretty good.
Fun session.
We are now 28% closer to rescuing Arsenal.
It's better than 0.
I was honestly expecting something to fuck up terribly in that club. I was
Well,
really just holding my tongue,
something's-
waiting for it to happen. I'm like, I can solve this.
Something
it's funner if it
almost
doesn't.
fucked up. It was very close to fucking up. Actually, twice. If there's a scene with the sniper on the roof, that could have been bad.
Yeah.
Or if
Unless-
you tried to go into the VIP level, that could have been bad.
Well, I mean, if our guest character has takedown too, it'd be like, what are you gonna do? Stop us? Pop, 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 pop. Okay, yes.
Incredibly dense cloud of minions.
I specifically did not take down because I didn't want to steal your stick.
Oof.
No, I have.
I
have other
thought about
sticks.
I thought
Listen.
about it, but that was kind of your thing, so I was like, no, I'll.
With this super strength, I'm able to do 2 things. I can the knockout minions, as well as do pretty consistent damage against bigger targets. So if you take away the minions, that just leaves me more time to tenderize the big guys.
I picked one thing, and my character literally only has 2 real two, besides the movement, 2 real powers. I have an attack ability, and I have something that's going to be. I'm keeping
Explain
under
it.
wraps right now, but it'd be fun if I can make it work like I wanted to make it work.
You've got like one Punch Man sitting here under your belt, don't you?
No, because again, that's more Scrap's thing.
He just has the 5-figure death punch.
Well, this is my attack just for the hell of it. I'll throw that up just so you guys can read it.
All right, looks normal.
Yeah,
Yep.
except it's.
The proof crit's really good. I'd really need to grab more of that.
Well, you definitely crit on that one, actually. Yeah.
After you punch them, are they fine for 5 seconds, then explode?
Only if I crit.
No, it's not 5 seconds. It's 5 steps. They have to walk away slowly, recognizing their fate.
And it just hits you with a fat nani, and then he explodes.
Yeah. So yeah, I did that from my attack percentage. So multi-attack plus the improved critical. Just for
Yeah,
fun
all
right
about buffing it up.
Also,
I
you should
think
probably.
Fist of the North Star is above PL11.
now.
Yeah.
Because that man has like takedown 2, like 7 ranks in teleport, but only in combat. And just, I don't know, what else would he have?
At the same time, there was a guy with a stick of dynamite who he fought, and that kept up pretty well.
Yeah, I think you're underestimating it. I think it's most of the villains he fights, he's way more OP. So that's how he's killing them instantly. Because
Well,
it's any
until he
boss, they don't die
fights-
instantly.
Like
I mean,
honestly, what I know about it, it seems like maybe he'd be power level 6, but the villains are like power level 3.
That's what
But
I
the
would
thing-
say.
But wait, hold on. If he's fighting like Souter or Rao, like those fights were fucking amazing. Like it was just they were all like because they were all it's like Fist of the North Star and like Rising South Star. It was nuts. Like these people were poking each other and there's pressure points and then poking the pressure points on themselves so they didn't explode and so they're sitting there with like bulging. It was fucking crazy. Where is it? Hold on. I can't appeal with shit talking Fist of the North Star like this. Give me a
Well,
second.
we're not shit talking Fist of the North Star. It's awesome.
We're all going like, man, this is really cool stuff.
No, I'm suggesting that most of the villains he fights, like the ones who explode in one hit, those guys are like,
Okay,
they're
maybe
just
not.
goofy.
The
minions.
Southern fight is
Those are
22
minions.
minutes.
Anybody who takes
Yeah.
more than one hit.
Oh, that's right. Souter, like the whole thing is that he has pressure points to make them explode. But he was fighting a guy called Souter, and he put him in the pressure point, and then nothing happened. And it turns out the guy was just born weird, and all of his pressure points were reversed, and it took him like 20 minutes. Like,
Spoilers.
okay, wait, this is like
that show came out in like the
something.
80s. Yeah.
Yeah, but
By the way, The Wizard of Oz ends with a happy ending. It was all
Oh,
a
shit.
I think that
Spoiler
was.
alert.
But I think
Yeah,
that's from
you
one of
know.
the 90s.
Yeah, you know half the people on the Titanic died, right?
Yeah.
Vegeta
Spoiler
loses
alert.
to Goku.
Dio doesn't actually die in part 1. He comes
no.
back. Oh
Next,
shit!
you're gonna tell
That's
me they get ghost powers later.
that,
In
that's
How to
real
Kill a
spoiler right
Mockingbird, they
there.
don't actually kill a mockingbird. They don't teach you it at all.
Nah. You know, I don't think those pyramids were really built by aliens.
They were built by me.
Wow.
I did it because I was bored. What are they?
I
filled with?
thought, what's a giant ass rock I could build in the middle of nowhere?
It's like, what if I just started stacking rocks?
What if I did a bunch of weird things that no one would understand? I bet that will drive people nuts.
He just did it to block off a trade route. Like they had to walk all the way around. Like this was Benumzi's early boyish ranks. It was just him being a complete dick. You know what would go great here? A river. I call it the Nile. Why do you call it the Nile? Because I call it I'm going to denial you access to my country. Go fuck yourself.
Because my dad is senile.
I'm in denial about his senility.
All right.
Rod just eventually just kind of gives up and says, fuck the mortality, and then just goes and retreats to his sky chariot and lives up there as a god.
All right. Well.
Okay, yes.
Now the session is done. What do you guys think about the direction this is going? Do you like moving around a little bit?
Moving around is fun. I like it. They also have a very imperative reason to be here, but a
Yes.
casual reason would also have been very nice too.
Okay.
Where the casual region
Kinda
gives us
nice
more
to get out
opportunity to
of.
like embed ourselves and just kind of joke around like we do.
It's also nice to get a place where I'm not wanted across the entire city. That's also
Yeah.
good.
And also what the drunken guy was saying was just like, whoa, cool body mods, man, that's sick.
Oh, there's body mods here. Why can't I live in China? This is actually sick now. We just
You
go straight up
could.
Netrunner.
You are a human who can move different places.
But I don't speak Cantonese and I'm too stubborn to learn.
Have Arsenal build you a translator. Once you get him back.
Arsenal does
I don't
everything
have an
else.
arsenal right now. And as far as I'm aware, this was an elaborate ploy for you to switch characters.
Nope, it's not. This is literally a guest star character. He is until you guys rescue Arsenal.
We break in, we rescue Arsenal just way too easily, just get really good rolls, and it's like, oh shit, he was supposed to die during the combat. Arsenal is dead. He has a bullet in his head. Oh no. You have this Chinese man now. He punches real good.
Nah, this guy is definitely a little too narrow to be a full character.
That's the best characters though. What does he do?
Yeah, you
One
backfire.
thing.
What if we like this guy more than we like Arsenal?
Just hit some.
But hey, if you like it, I can continue playing the asshole.
Well, we've only seen one where he's just been like, fools. So let's see how far that goes.
Well, he also just let a guy get murked.
Yeah, whatever. Doesn't bother. It's not interrupting what I'm doing. Why should I get in the way? Whereas
Alright,
Arsenal
I
is
hear you.
trying to be the good guy and trying to uphold the law even when he knows that the system is corrupt.
That's why you got to punch the system. Side 3. All right, I'm out of here, guys. I
Yeah.
want to
Yep.
open my window
All right.
because I'm by a busy road and
All
it's really
right.
hot in here. Goodbye.
Bye.
Yep.
Night, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye. Night. Next week.
Eh.